Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome back to the Drizzy-Dispatch, folks. I'm Paul-Charchian, your fantasy football guru, and today we're talking about Dynasty Fantasy Football Empire Leagues, and man, am I stoked you guys are on board with this single best advancement in Dynasty Leagues. Dynasty players, a couple weeks ago, you dropped Empire Leagues on y'all, the single best advancement in the history of Dynasty Leagues. The response was tremendous. So much so that you've been asking, Charch, I'm starting an Empire League from scratch. Which players should I be targeting? Also, I have a weird rash in my armpit. Do you think I have scabies? Okay, let's get down to business. You're aiming to win your Empire League in roughly 5 years, enough time for your Empire pot to build some legit coin. Since we're targeting wins in 2029 and 2030, we can't use standard dynasty draft strategies. Now, here are 7 guys you should pay more to acquire in Empire than Dynasty. Each of them is young enough to help when you're trying to make your move in 2029. Let's start with Drake Maye, the quarterback who's been through hell and back last season. I mean, who else has faced the league's worst offensive line and wideouts like that? Despite all those obstacles, Maye made some downright heroic plays. By 2029, the Patriots should have finally fixed their O-line and WR problems, creating a legitimately good offense. And Maye's rushing is actually underrated. He led all quarterbacks in yards per carry at 7.8 last season, with a PFF rushing grade that placed him between mobile stalwarts Lamar Jackson and Kyler Murray. Next up, Bucky Irving might be the NFL's most talented runner right now. He could still be a dominant force in 2029 and 2030 when you're looking to salt away your Empire League. If you think it's absurd to consider Bucky an elite runner, just check out his rookie season rankings among runners with at least 150 carries. He's on fire. Now, running backs have a short shelf life. Finding a viable candidate for 2029 production isn't easy. I envision a multi-year timeshare between Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson, which would keep mileage off Henderson and hopefully extend his career. Fantasy Life's Sam Wallace ranks Henderson as the 35th overall player in new dynasty drafts. Yeah, he's already pretty expensive. But when Stevenson's career tails off, Henderson could be a workhorse when you need him down the road. And then there are Jaylen Noel and Jayden Higgins, both of whom are viable Empire targets even in the long shadow cast by Nico Collins. Higgins is likely the better fantasy producer because of his touchdown upside, but Noel gains an edge with playing time in the slot. Both are supported by solid quarterbacking from C.J. Stroud. Next up, Fantasy Life currently ranks Wilson as the 15th best dynasty player. Empire Leaguers can nudge him up a bit higher because of his young age and Jets' inevitable improvement over the next 5 years. Now, nobody's clamoring for Saints, but let's take a peek into our crystal ball. The probable outcome with Tyler Show, Spencer Rattler, and Jake Keener is that none of them are adequate NFL passers. Teams with bad quarterbacking lose games and find themselves at the top of the draft. In 2029, Olave may be catching passes from Arch Manning, Cade Klubnik, or Garrett Nussmeier. We know Chris Olave is a good receiver, as evidenced by his consecutive 1,000-yard seasons in his first 2 years, when catching passes from Andy Dalton and Derek Carr. Last but not least, it's been a janky start to Kincaid's career, but I'd like to believe he'll make good on his first-round pedigree by 2029. Maybe Keon Coleman explodes this season, but overall, the Bills' wideouts don't look as impactful as Kincaid could be if everything breaks right. That's it for today, folks. If you're starting an Empire League from scratch, these guys are your targets: Drake Maye, Bucky Irving, Henderson, Noel and Higgins, Wilson, Olave, and Kincaid. Make sure to nudge up those rankings a bit higher because of their young age and team improvements over the next 5 years. Thanks for tuning in to the Drizzy Dispatch. I'll catch you all on the fantasy football beat.